Hi, and welcome to APIsec. Let me give you a quick tour and show you how you can test your APIs in a few minutes. First, go create your free account on APIsec.ai and then log in. Next, let's add our first application. There are two inputs needed to run a scan, an API specification and a base URL. APIsec supports OpenAPI spec, Swagger, Postman collection, GraphQL, and you can even connect directly to your API gateway to fetch the details. For this demo, I'll use an OpenAPI spec, and I'm going to use Crappy as my target, and then I'll set the base URL. And that's it. APIsec will then analyze your API and build an app model that incorporates your API-specific endpoints, parameters, payloads, authentication, etc. Immediately, I'm presented with the endpoint dashboard where I can explore my API. No tests have been run yet, but here I can see what my API is all about, all the endpoints, what methods it has, and even check out the most sensitive endpoints. You can click into any one of these endpoints and see how they work, what parameters they take, and other useful information. But let's get back to testing. We'll head over to the Security Coverage tab, where we can see APIsec has already generated over 1,700 custom security tests, covering all aspects of the OWASP API Security Top 10 and more, including things like BOLA, authentication, excess data exposure, information leak, mass assignment, RBAC, and others. Over on the right, you see the app model. This is your guide to navigate you through the testing process. We've already accomplished the first two steps, which are to explore the API and test for reachability. This API is reachable, as you can see, but what if you want to test an internal API, or maybe a QA environment that's not accessible to the internet? No problem, you have a few options. You can whitelist our scanner IP addresses, or deploy a hosted agent inside your network, or even run the entire APIsec product on-premise. Finally, let's run our first scan. I can just click here and kick it off. Since I haven't set up any authentication credentials, this will be an unauthenticated scan. But as you can see, the next step is to add credentials. The scan takes about a minute, and you'll get your results immediately. We'll head over to the Vulnerabilities tab, where you can see the findings, focus on the most critical issues, and understand why they were flagged. We give you all the evidence, including raw logs, remediation guidance, and more. And from here, you can take various actions like creating a ticket in your existing ticketing system, exporting as curl, and more. That's the super quick tour. There's plenty more. Next, I'll want to run an authenticated scan, review and update any API parameters, set up RBAC testing, and run BOLA and mass assignment scenarios. And when I'm all done, I can head over to the reporting area to export PDFs to share with my team, auditors, and anyone else. That's all there is to it. Come check it out for yourself and get started free at APIsec.ai. Thanks for watching.